IRLnash. Welcome to the channel as always. And today's video is Lou Aista. These rappers think we're stupid. So, preference, it is an AI video. Not he made an AI video, but it's about people using AI just for reference. But let's get it.
Hip-hop, where attention spans are hard to corner, artists will do anything to get ahead. That includes taking any shortcuts available that might get you a little extra buzz or momentum. That's probably understandable to some. But the real problem is when these artists try to insult the audience's intelligence and act like we can't see what's happening. And even when the evidence begins stacking up, they just keep parodying the same stories.
Some people have seen speculation online about, I guess people have accused you of like AI-ish, because
yeah,
there are
for sure.
AI 80s.
As soon as I heard that song, bro, I was like, this shit AI like a motherfucker. And then niggas talk about, I wrote those lyrics. I don't think he wrote the lyrics neither, bro. I know everybody trying to give him, but let's jump into it. Pause. But I don't think he wrote them lyrics.
I also see the influence of that, and I wonder if it's like influenced from you. Like we just saw the Spend That 80s version. Have you seen that?
I haven't.
Like at Young and Maze, they did the 80s version.
I heard a great, somebody had made that full AI song was on TikTok. I heard it and I was like, damn, it sounded hard. It was the one that was like, how to go. It was like, yes, that shit was, it was dope. To the point,
some of them AI songs sound
to
like
the point where I heard it, I'm
something.
like, this cold, you know what I mean? But yeah, nah, it's all recorded in my living room. Same way
all
it is doing
vibes.
this.
If this was just limited to one man playing fast and loose with the truth, then maybe it wouldn't be a big issue. But at the moment, it looks like the lies and deception are mounting up, leading listeners to be pretty pissed about the way that they're being duped in ways so blatant that it borders on contempt. It's your boy Lou Aista, and this is the sad truth that these rappers think we're stupid. When it comes to artists trying to pull the wool over the eyes of fans, there's no man whose music is sparking more conversation than Phoenix Flexin. Renowned for his time with Shoreline Mafia, this Bay Area MC arrived with a distinctive sound that breathed new life into a region that
I've always heard of Shoreline Mafia, right? But I've never listened to, I probably heard a song or so being around my friends, but I've never knew it was them. I've never listened to their music. I've never been hip to them. I've always known who they were though, like hearing about them and stuff like that. But the fact that an AI song is what really brought you to the forefront, bro, that should piss you off more than it piss us off, to be real with you.
already given the genre so much. But as time went by and his group's unique qualities began to be co-opted by others, Phoenix & Co.'s own relevance to the average listener depleted. Because as he himself acknowledged, the entire region had a tendency to move on in terms of sonics and style.
California music right now is in a place where I feel like it's stagnant and it's just like a lot of similar sounds. It's just a negative energy around it, you know what I mean? People look at West Coast shit and just look at this shit like, is this, I don't fucking know, this ignorant, stupid shit. Like just dressing what people think is fly out here, like, I don't know, it just should be blown. This copying, like everybody looks the same, like it's all like the same, everybody looks the same, like, you know. LA is the imitation station.
Who do you think are the most imitated rappers in LA?
Probably us and Draco.
Yeah, so you were one of the founding members of Shoreline Mafia.
Definitely.
And 2017 was the breakout year, right?
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Ain't Yeet is from Shoreline Mafia, correct? That's where, okay.
Phoenix, who claims he doesn't actually listen to hip-hop in his spare time, began experimenting with a wide range of different sounds. One of them was a luxurious, 80s indebted approach that sounded something more like the Miami Vice soundtrack than the kind of music he was best known for. And just like that, Phoenix had the world talking again, something that hadn't happened since Heat Stick, a track from the reformed Shoreline that made waves a few years back. But all the attention he was getting wasn't what you'd expect from one of the most vital tracks of the summer, as rather than enjoying the song, a lot of energy was going in to try to demystify what was really going on. Peaking at number 58 on the charts, the synth pop sound of Rubbers gave Phoenix his first ever.
From what I know about Billboard is that they are trying, there's gonna be a lot of air quotes in this video, they're trying to keep AI songs off of Billboard. They don't want AI songs to be charting. This is my issue, is that if you have an AI or maybe even a thought that an AI song is charting and you allow it to stay on the charts, are you gonna give 6ix9ine his shit back?
Solo hit on the Billboard charts. Along the way,
they took away all the 6ix9ine credentials, and I hated it at the time, honestly. But now I look at it and I kind of be like, well, they took it away from him for what exactly? Nah, was he faking the streams and shit like that? That's a whole nother story.
The drastic difference in direction gained him the respect of one mainstay in hip-hop who is notoriously hard to please, with Tyler the Creator letting it be known that he thought the track was so sick. There was no denying that the change was a little shocking and more than enough to raise eyebrows, but according to him, the song came around the same way as any of his other work.
I haven't written a song in the last 7 years, and I freestyled every song.
You freestyle Rubbers?
Yeah.
What? Do you remember the song Rubbers?
Yeah, hell yeah. Swiping.
I can't lie. Doing that while you talk, bro, that's like, you know them cop show that used to be on when them niggas was looking at body language like he's lying. that nigga lying.
I was just stacking chips. I saw you sinking ships. Left me pending in the pouring rain. Now I bought a heavy diamond chain. My pocket's getting thicker. The watch is getting quicker. Money talk is much louder now. And I can't speak.
That money talk is, that's literally like how AI, if you ever watch the AI video when they just explaining stuff, they'll like skip or fuck up a word almost.
Through the night, can't speak through the night. Still see your face on the glass. Why do you call when you're short on cash?
Why do you call when you're short on cash?
I'm losing my mind tonight.
Yeah, bro, you can sing.
Thank you.
Now the people know.
Bankrolls on the table, watching local cable, hating that I'm able. Not for sure. Stop hating, man. Stop hating, perpetrating, and just enjoy it, man.
You say hating that I'm able. What are they hating that you're able to do?
Just able to do it all in a way that they can't. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a professional freestyler through life. Plastic smiles on Sunset Boulevard, living fast and playing every card. Broken heart.
Bro, I don't need to hear this nigga do a lyric breakdown of this bullshit. You like
10 bitter bills.
Swallowing these jagged little pills.
Your messages are flooding in. You thinking you're gonna win. I just seen the rubber band snap, but I can't sleep through the night. Can't sleep through the night, still see your face on the glass. Why do you call when you're short on cash? Can't sleep through the night, I'm losing my mind.
I don't need to hear this fucking fake ass Joel Santana nigga sing this fucking song. Let's move on.
Night, bankrolls on the table, watching. Saying to do what it do. Everybody out there thinking I can't like sing or something, that I'm stuck in one pocket and not this one or the other one. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, every time I'm gonna get it done. Real niggas do real things.
From the very moment that the track was unveiled, its drastic change in sound, and the fact that Phoenix didn't seem all that confident in what he was saying about it sparked a lot of speculation. But instead of being another one of the ghostwriting scandals that we occasionally get in the genre, the problem this time was that he appeared to be lying about the song being AI generated.
Because of a new toolkit.
Yes. You hear Rubbers and you think, this is bizarre. It is a wild experiment, and the fact that it is connected at the level that it's connected feels like an indicator of something that's still yet to come. And that is, for me, very exciting.
It's a bridge too far for me.
Oh, this is the one we're gonna have to tug of war this one, huh?
It's a bridge too far for me that it may be created by AI.
At every turn, Flexen suggested that they were all barking up the wrong tree.
Is there any misconceptions about the song that you wanted to clear up?
Nah, shit, which way? Oh, like the AI shit? Nah, shit is recorded like any other song. Auto-tune, I guess, like shit. But that don't matter, everybody uses auto-tune. I just think it's more so the fans thinking like, listening to the music we listen, like that I make, and then listen to this type of music, and it being so different, they don't even, like they just like, how would that, like, you know, how would he do that?
In later interviews, the strange tone in his voice was explained away as quickly as possible.
And if you don't know, everybody thinks, hold on, let me pause it. Everybody was like, how could that be him? It's a British accent. Why would it be him on this song? Like me and me brother Pipes, we've been cultivating this for, over some time now. This was what helped me.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying? Create.
I ain't never really heard this nigga talk before. What the fuck is he saying? Yeah, I really don't believe that's you singing that shit now. I can't even hear you talk, nigga, let alone hear what the, like, ain't no way.
Type of music. Listen to that range.
The problem that Flexin faced was that the more that he talked, the less people seemed to buy what he was saying. After this interview, I fully believe this song is AI.
And when the song's apparent producer, Perp, popped out to wade into the controversy, he didn't exactly help matters.
In the face of the speculation, Phoenix refused to give an inch and defended it as his original work to the hilt, even if he suggested that he'd take all the buzz he could get. The song is recorded from the living room with Pro Tools, some auto-tune.
Watch this. I'm going to launch a business in 60 seconds using Shopify's AI Sidekick.
Tune and reverb and my UK accent. Anybody who knows me know I be talking like I'm from the UK half the day. LOL. Tuner to make the auto-tune on point and in sync, but y'all wildin'. Any promo is good though, so keep it coming.
The fact you feel like you gotta say all of this, the song was recorded in the living room with Pro Tools, some auto-tune and reverb. My nigga, first off, we knew it was reverb on the song. That's something you did not have to tell us. What the fuck? When in this day and age do you put a song out that ain't got no reverb? That's a whole different story. Nigga talking about your UK accent. I didn't even hear no UK accent on that shit. What is this nigga just lying? You know when a nigga lying when he start coming up with shit that ain't even got shit to do with the fucking thing we talking about. I don't even make no damn sense.
No matter how much he spoke about doing a British accent, there were never any real signs that he could actually replicate what he'd apparently laid down on the record at all.
Swiping cards and stacking chips. That's all you thinking shit.
Bro, you know what's crazy? During my intro, I played it and they're like AI. They keep saying the AI shit, but now they're gonna hear you, so they can't say that anymore.
That's me standing in the pouring rain. Now I bought a heavy diamond chain.
And you.
He look like he lying. He act like he lying. He move like he lying. I don't like none of his mannerisms.
Freestyling off the dome.
Yeah. Off the dome.
Off the dome. And he's gonna write my shit too because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I be playing around with the homies all day. We be talking in like UK accent like we wanted to mind them. You know what I mean? Me and baby together, we like kamikaze. We going crazy. Hey there. Me and all my ride around through the town, we chop it down, nigga, like with some crazy shit.
And the harder that he
Oh man, that's as bad as the Smoke Perp freestyle.
the more adamant audiences got that he should just give it up. This is a live snowball effect of how a lie turns into a bigger lie, and you have to collectively commit to the lie.
Agree.
I know he exhausted. Just when it looked like he might have doubled down, so much that he'd get away with it, Phoenix had to deal with an unexpected curveball. After musicians grew increasingly annoyed about people denying what was obvious to them, a breakdown from Medicine Music exposed how Lil Perp and Phoenix had altered the finished track of Rubbers from what an AI system generated.
Hi, Rubbers by Phoenix Flexin is entirely AI generated, and him and Perp are lying about it. They did not use Suno, they did not use Udio. They used something called Treblo, formerly known as Sonato, which is a new free online music model. And he actually exposed this on accident himself before Rubbers even came out. He posted a snippet of a song where he forgot to remove the Sonato text from the file name.
He didn't stop there, later demonstrating exactly how it went down and why Treblo was clearly the exact model that they used to craft this.
So the way this works is first you add tags, then there's a lyric box where you just tell it what you want the lyrics to be about. So I'll show you what it sounds like.
Oh my God, this nigga is caught. This nigga got caught.
So after messing around with this model for maybe 30 minutes with this very vague lyric prompt, I started to notice that it very consistently spits out exact specific bars from Rubbers, way too many, way too often for it to possibly be a coincidence.
He even did it with other artists just to ensure that it wasn't ripping off Rubbers directly. And sure enough, those same bars were there.
Diamond chains, hanging heavy now about a heavy diamond chain. I see your face in the champagne bubbles, still seeing your face in the glass. Pockets thick with plastic, my pockets getting thicker. Plastic smiles for the camera lens. Stacking bills.
I want to know what fucking song this nigga was trying to make with this Eminem shit, to be honest with you.
Lose my friends.
Aside from Rubbers itself, various points he put forth about Phoenix's use of Treblo seemed to check out. One thing that leaps out immediately is that when Phoenix unveiled snippets of unreleased music in the same vein, many of the lyrical themes are very similar.
None of these have been heard before. Burbank Liquor official, you know what I'm saying? Get that exclusive. Of this green won't help me sleep. Be my other way,
The response to this expose was interesting, as while some fans viewed this as a major cause for concern, others just saw it as the way the wind is blowing. Just accept that this is moving at a ridiculous pace. There's nothing stopping it now. Music is going to get flooded with AI-generated tracks to the point where they'll be impossible to ignore. If there's one thing we know about Phoenix, is that bro doesn't know when to fold. And shortly after Medicine's video went live, he tried to prove that it had been made by him and the team. But his attempt at showing the stems really only amplified the problem when people noticed some discrepancies.
Swiping cards and stacking chips. I saw you sinking ships. Let me stand on the pouring rain. Now about a heavy diamond chain. My pocket's getting thicker.
The reason why you know he lying is because he trying too hard to act like he like. Cause if you wasn't lying, I wouldn't give a fuck, bro. I'd literally be like, I don't care. I ain't showing niggas nothing. Fuck you. You either gonna fuck with it or fuck out of here. But I actually make every song I make, so I don't care if a nigga said that shit. You can watch me make every song that I've put out within the last year on my live stream, on the videos that I post on my YouTube. You can see me make them bitches in front of you. So.
Notice how he can't solo any of the audio. He's just playing the final recorded song. Despite everything that's happening, Phoenix is still pushing towards an upcoming album, recently unveiling another alleged Perps produced track, this time with the aid of French Montana. Once again, he enlisted that 80s inspired pop sound, leading to the same old questions coming up. In other interviews, he's been
I'm saying French Montana, that's the smoking gun.
EDM tracks that are similarly resulting in allegations that something sus is going on.
Hey, bro.
We got something special coming.
Let me tell you, bro. Out of respect, I don't even think we should put that in the interview. I mean, I will. Yeah. But that's gonna kill.
He's acting just like an unk showing you an AI song he made. But after all this posturing and constant analysis of his track, Phoenix has finally made a concession of some kind. In the wake of dropping his Media Day freestyle, which once again proved that he couldn't replicate the accent live, Phoenix hopped into the comment section and let it be known that there was a little more than raw human creativity going on with Rubbers. And once again, he just totally lied to everyone's face in the process. Never said I didn't use AI. I said it had nothing to do with the recording process.
That's a cope, nigga. You coping with bullshit.
Wrong with using new technology as a tool. Keep up the times or get left behind. Let's review the tape, Phoenix, because that's damn sure not what you said.
Yeah, there's no AI on this.
No AI on it.
There's no AI on this. No AI on it.
Yep, caught red-handed once again, only furthering annoying audiences in the process. Based on the stigma attached to using AI, Phoenix is definitely going to turn off some potential listeners, but there is probably some part of him that feels like this gamble had paid off. Now charting higher than ever and with his name on everybody's lips, Phoenix is in a position where he's started enough conversation that people will tune in to hear what he does next, even if it's just to hate on it. And now his blueprint is spreading, leading to a man that he recently collabed with trying the exact same play.
Tyga, I'm like, bro, you got actual songs. What are you doing? That nigga changed his name to Starface? Get serious with yourself, nigga.
Billed as a departure from his usual work, former Young Money signee and dubiously eager suitor of Kyle Jenner.
What if you could make a song using only your voice? Let's start with the drums.
Jenner, Tyga, unveiled a new 80s-inspired project under the name of Starface. In emails sent to the press, Tyga's team spoke of a desire to provide his own identity, sound, style, and visual.
Nigga, imagine you take some niggas gonna be mad that people stealing their AI prompts coming up here soon. Fuck stealing a bar. Niggas gonna be mad you stealing an AI prompt. Cause how the fuck you gonna take the same shit that nigga doing and just put it into the AI and say, yeah, same shit. Same shit, bro.
World, fresh out of 1983. Aside from people basically thinking that he'd stolen Tory Lanez sound from the Alone at Prom era, while the embattled rappers behind bars, the first thing that stood out to people is that it didn't sound anywhere near as authentic as he was claiming. In fact, a lot of people thought it might be entirely AI generated. Why are you using AI? I understand your Tyga, your ass, but this is way worse than.
But bro, Tyga had a hit just a couple years ago, bro. Taste was a hit. Like, come on, man.
Thing you would actually make.
Why do niggas need to be popular, bro. Just be you. What the fuck is wrong? You already did it. You was a part of Young Money as a kid, basically. You got to see Drake, Nicki, Lil Wayne. You got to do things none of us will ever even imagine doing. And nigga, you still gotta be lame? That don't make sense. That don't make sense. The world built you up to not be lame just for you to keep being lame?
Is an actual person who at one point made his own music, whether you like him or not. Making an entire album with AI and nobody noticing is absolutely insane, and everyone should be bombing this. But it turns out people had noticed. Within days of the record dropping, the same man that aired out Phoenix's deception came out to debunk what was really going down, as well as maybe stumbling on a bigger conspiracy too.
Hey, I just want to let you guys know, Tyga's new Starface 80s music, he is generating it fully with Treblo as well. Yeah, I mean, we saw him link up with Phoenix. Interestingly, Empire is also releasing Tyga's music for some reason, so I don't know, dude, it smells weird. I think that Empire might be involved with Treblo, but I don't think that what these people realize is AI music detection is already here and it's very effective, and it's about to be used to detect and publicly label what is and isn't AI on streaming platforms.
For these rappers who are using AI, how to go about it in a way that isn't going to anger your audience remains a mystery. Of course, the solution would be to just not do it.
The only person who should be using anything AI generating or anything AI is the engineer. If the engineer wants to add a woman in the background and they change your voice and add a duplicate in the back and they change it to a woman, I can understand that. Use royalty, not royalty free, but royalty based AI generated stuff. There is royalty based AI generated stuff that you can use. Are you gonna have to pay? Yes, you're gonna have to pay for it. But you can get royalty based AI generated stuff where they pay the artist and they don't steal their music or their voices to use it. The artist set up to use it, kind of like how you do mocap or something like that. But I digress. You can't. You as the artist shouldn't even be a part of your creative process. That should be the engineer, or you say, man, I really want a woman come in here and sing this part underneath it, and then y'all can't get a young lady to come in and sing that part. So you say, okay, well, we can use this plugin and we can figure that out, and then you put that in the background. Totally acceptable. Totally acceptable when you mixing certain things to get AI references for you to tweak it. Because as engineers, we may use those AI references if you use Ozone, things like that. You may use some of those AI references, but you still have to tweak those references to actually be able to mix the song and make it feel good. And even still to that point, a lot of engineers will still say, I don't agree with that either. And they have the right to say that. But as an artist, as a musician, when you sitting at that mic making these songs, there's no way in fucking hell you should be auto-generating anything, my nigga. The dictionary is the only thing that you should be using to help you write a fucking song. That's it. That's the only thing.
And harness your own creativity. But the likelihood of everyone doing that is looking alarmingly slim at this point. Turns out the internet's suspicion was dead on. In a recent interview, Tyga finally admitted it himself. We definitely used AI as a tool. I know people are going to be mad about me saying this, but it's where technology is going. He even compared it to the backlash that autotune got when it first came out. But one thing we know is that transparency doesn't exactly go over well either. One man that learned this firsthand was Kanye. During the Vultures 2 era, tracks like Sky City were strongly suspected to have AI written all over them.
See, I'm not. Once Kanye started making like gospel style music, I stopped listening to him. And before you get mad at me, understand it's because it's way too many actual great gospel singers and gospel musicians out there I would rather listen to than listen to Kanye West. Specifically, that's me. But once he started doing that, I fell off the Kanye bandwagon completely. I'm done. And plus, obviously, all the other bullshit he was kind of doing. Political differences aside, I didn't like the way he was acting. I get it. we don't got to get into that bag right now. I just didn't like the way he was acting in general.
And the news enraged audiences who held Kanye to a higher standard, because after revolutionizing the game time and time again with nothing but his own vision, this seemed like an admittance of defeat. Artistically, this is a new low for Kanye. My GOAT is so washed up and it's not even funny. This man really pushed hip-hop to new heights creatively, and now he's resorting to this. If he had a team that he listened to or was anyway manageable.
Let's be real about something though. Kanye West has always been using a form of others' intelligence, because he's been had songwriters around him. Like, he didn't write Jesus Walks. Consequence wrote that. Like, he don't write a lot of his best songs. Majority of the dopest things you like from Kanye West was not written by Kanye West. So with that, just in introspective in general, then why wouldn't you expect him to be using AI? Great producer, great artist, but he's always been using other people to make the actual music that he makes.
Other than in name only, then maybe he would have kept his use of AI quiet. Instead, he went off about it.
Is AI the future of music, or is it a crutch?
It's time for me to explain to people the power of AI and music. So I take a sample, and this is like a dream come true. Back in the days, you used to have to get the 24-track stems, the Motown, like the 24-track reel. It was like this, and they would tape it on a CD or tape it digitally, then you got the different parts. Right now, you could take any song and separate it. Just get the vocals, just get the bass line, the drums, completely separated. So when I send a song or a sample to my engineers, I just say JS AI, like how the website is.
And from there, he detailed why he felt that backlash to art.
But why? I don't feel like that's a bad thing. I feel like that those are the things you should be using AI for as a musician. Instead of going through the long process of dialing out certain things or trying to EQ it, because that's what that used to tear me apart, trying to EQ out certain shit so you could add your drum pattern. Then it's like, well, you might as well interpolate it differently. And I never had the chops for that. And I don't have enough people around me who know how to do the things that I need to do to be able to do that. So a lot of times you would try to start using a sample, and then you couldn't get the hi-hat right, you couldn't get the kick right, you couldn't get the snare right. So you just kind of, for me, I just kind of got rid of it a lot of times. So I do understand that part of using AI.
Just using it was overblown when there's been technology of various kinds aiding musicians for a long time.
Now the vocals that people like, stay away from AI, it's a more negative reaction than auto-tune. And I remember like I did auto-tune because people thought, they're like, man, this auto-tune is trash. As an artist, I could take anything. I could that's another 20.
Yeah, so auto-tune you feel like is AI as well.
Exactly, it's in the same family, except people have a more visceral reaction.
This firmness on the subject and Ye's insistence that he was in favor of it led some fans to naturally assume that everything he'd make from then on out would be infested by AI. In time, this would mean that the team had to do damage control by the time his latest album Bully was about to drop, claiming that everything was created and recorded by Ye himself. Considering that they know what it's like to undergo years of struggling to stand out in the crowd, many fans are baffled that Legends of the Game would actually endorse this. And at the moment, no one is catching more heat.
Oh, this nigga Timbaland. Man, stick a fork in him.
Than Timbaland, particularly after the Virginian veteran producer called Phoenix flexing out of the blue.
One of the things I learned in the Google project management,
we don't care,
him to stand his ground.
A few minutes before our sit-down, Phoenix received a call out of the blue from producer Timbaland. You know, Timbaland.
Who coincidentally has been at the forefront when it comes to supporting AI music, even launching his own AI music label with AI artists, as well as a mysterious collaboration with the AI music app Suno that I mentioned earlier.
Phoenix took the call in all British.
Everybody trips out on the London accent, but the London accent is something that I've acquired of it.
This nigga's a loser, bro. I'm sick of these niggas. I can't lie, bro. I get it. Niggas dress cool. They look cool. They seem cool. These niggas are losers, bro. I say that wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly. I don't give a fuck. Ain't no way you out here all night with the London. Shut the fuck up, bro. You a grown man. You ain't, man.
A good while of a good while of playing around, and then we could just got to the point where we could incorporate it on the record. So the fact that we can do that is amazing, and it also just helps it that much more.
In recent years, Timbo has been firmly on the AI train, even suggesting
Mojo
it was
in
the
morning.
antidote to complacency in the
Oh, jeez, that's us. This is Michigan. That's Michigan right there, man. Mojo in the morning.
Yeah. 1000%. And what I mean by that, it divided music, the music sound bland.
That Victor Oladipo? Victor do make music though.
Boring, and which is, you know, we talk about AI and artificial intelligence, but shuck, that's the only thing that has a pure soul right now. That you can create something and just express your true feelings, and it comes out beautiful. But you know, I just feel like right now, everything just discombobulated, which aligns with everything in the world. Like, ain't no song right now, and y'all gotta admit, it's grabbing.
Not long after statements like this had fans scratching their heads, the comments all made sense when it was revealed that he was heavily invested in that world and even had a partnership with Suno AI, where he basically showed their product as the future of music.
Die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain, bro. I swear to God.
But not long after he was hyping it as the answer to everyone's problems, a producer by the name of K-Fresh realizes that his beat had basically been stolen in one of Timbo's Suno live streams.
I seen this shit, bro. That nigga took a nigga beat, put it into the Suno shit, and either he took the beat or the Suno made the beat, took the beat. Either he took the beat or Suno took the beat. But somebody stole this nigga beat, bro.
As the footage went live, the underground beatmaker couldn't fathom what had just happened. But eventually, he saw it as the blatant violation and robbery that it was.
Kaylin texted me one night and was like, "Did you see this?" And I was like, "Nah." At the moment, I like, for real, I'm still having a time processing it. 19-year-old me, I can't believe this. Like, it's Timbaland. He's one of the greatest of all time. There's a level of excitement that I wanted to have from my music to even reach somebody like that. And there's also a bit of frustration as a grown man, because it's like, you just saying my name could have went a long way for me. If you liked it that much, a little bit goes a long way for somebody like me. Like, my feet is still on the ground, bro.
Not only are those elements of the sound of the beat that you just heard, in my opinion, but you also hear the man's tag. Oh.
To make amends or possibly to avoid...
See, I've seen a different video about this, and I don't think that was his tag. Maybe it is his tag. Let me not say that. It don't sound like a tag though, and I think that's why Timbaland thought he could get away with it, because it just sounds like a sound effect. It sounds like just a part of the beat or how he started the beat to begin with. When you put it in retrospect, if that don't come up throughout the rest of the beat, obviously that's a tag. But who would know that? Like, what normal person watching that video would even know that to begin with?
Lawsuit. Timbo, who has always claimed that he wanted to champion creativity, had to issue an apology. I'd like to formally apologize to K-Fresh. I should have done my due diligence before using it. Regardless of the intent, I recognize that not everyone involved was aware or on board, and I take full responsibility for that oversight. I didn't monetize it, release it, or try to claim ownership. I was genuinely inspired and wanted to demonstrate what was possible. Moreover, he said that it has always been his mission to empower creatives and not take from them. But at the moment, it's becoming difficult to take any of what Timbo says seriously. In contrast to statements like that, where he says nothing happens without people, his recent Stage Zero label already has an AI artist, Tata Takumi, signed. Discussing the deal, Timbo said that she is not an avatar. She is not a character. Tata is a living, learning, autonomous music artist built with AI. Tata is the start of something bigger. She's the first artist of a new generation.
Then he gonna name this bitch after Jay-Z, one of Jay-Z's best friends? That's terrible. That's trash. I don't know if that's hate, but I feel like it's something.
A-pop is the next cultural evolution, and Tata is its first.
You know what I hate? I was just watching Fade to Black the other day, bro. I was just watching this shit the other day. And I was watching Timbaland in the studio with Jay-Z, and he fucking... What beat was it that he was... Damn, I can't remember the beat that he made on that fucking shit. Was it Dirt Off My Shoulder? I think it's Dirt Off Your Shoulders. Bro, that nigga was in that bitch jam. Like, you could see, how do you lose that, bro? Niggas make too much money and they lose what we here for. It's not about how great of a song you can make. It's about the human interaction with great music. If we've been doing this shit for hundreds and thousands of years without no fucking computers involved, what makes you think you need a computer involved? Bro, it's not about how great the violin sounds. It's about the person who's playing the violin and them putting their pain into the violin. And you seeing the way that they fucking that bitch up. It's not about, oh, damn, that's just great. No, that's not the whole. When you see all of that shit come together, pause, on
What do you
one
mean by that?
song, and it's these entities. That's the reason why back in the day music was so much better than it is now, because you would have 6, 7, 8 niggas in the studio to make some shit that ain't never gonna chart ever, but it didn't matter. Like the fact that one of the niggas who has been a part of that era is losing grip with it is crazy to me. These kids already ain't never seen it. You did. You was in the studio with them niggas, bro.
Icon. In response to public criticism, the project is being positioned as a hybrid artist with a real person of Filipino heritage being the digital persona. Where he was once revered, Timbo is increasingly having to deal with the public despising everything he says and viewing it as an assault upon both artistry and integrity. I wonder how much money that company gave you to say all this.
Damn, that's Mike Dean? Whoa, there are companies out there that have the algorithms that will find out what stuff was trained for and sue whoever doesn't have ethical trained models. That's what it is, ethical trained models. Pretty simple. It's happening soon. Oh, that nigga Mike Dean is not playing. Mike Dean is
Mike
not playing with
Dean
niggas.
wrote under one of his posts, "There are companies out there that have algorithms that will find out what stuff was trained from and sue whoever doesn't have ethically trained models. Pretty simple. It's happening soon." This is admittedly interesting coming from Mike Dean, considering he's around one artist who has been caught up in a scandal of his own. A frequent collaborator of Playboi Carti, it's been rumored that I Am music tracks Rather Lie with The Weeknd and Fine Shit, as well as his verse on the track Timeless from Abel's Hurry Up Tomorrow, had AI vocals on them. Most of this arises from a man named Devin Chisholm, known professionally as Lawson, who made a post about Timeless, and since then, an AI referenced track he laid down for a song called Real Music, performing as Carti, was made public. And since then, the rumor is that the same kind of reference delivered by the writer is what was used for the final version of Timeless. Essentially, this wouldn't only make him a credited writer, but a fully fledged ghost performer. And even Carti's fanatical audience are not letting this slide. People should be more specific as to what AI they're using. Playboi Carti's team is using RVC AI voice synthesis to have this guy Lawson basically pretend to be Carti and record for him. As the AI use becomes more evident, so too is the response from those who are sickened by what they're seeing across.
Oh, whoa. I thought Carti was riding high, bro. I don't know. That's crazy.
And the actual music generation itself. On an IG post, SZA launched into a lengthy rant about the evils of AI, and even went as far as to suggest that there was exploitation of black.
SZA is so lame, bro, that even people know what her Finsta is. Like, that's, you're not supposed to know who somebody Finsta is, man.
Artists at work. I don't know who needs to hear this, but Diplo has equity in Suno and is actively attempting to train it.
It's like I'm free falling with no parachute.
It on the best and brightest black minds of writers and producers. We make up 13% of the American population, yet influence the world with our sound and perspective. I ain't heard a white AI song yet. We have no protection in legislature, medical or creative, the easiest to steal from. Just checked, and music AI has trained off 238 of my songs. And some unreleased. If you're a musician and you support this degenerate shit, you're disgusting. And there's nothing you could ever say to me to make me okay. I hope you have the life you deserve. For others, the concern comes not from people using it, but the fact that they now struggle to take anything at face value in the way that they once did. During a recent interview, the prolific Freddie Gibbs went off on the subject and made his stance incredibly clear.
They got AI rap now, man. I don't even believe nobody that write that I don't even believe if you really even make it anymore, because motherfuckers is I've been in studios with motherfuckers and motherfuckers is chat GPT and this shit. And I'm like, what in the fuck? And I'm like, damn, how long am I gonna be able to do this shit? Because I'm really actually making fresh shit. How long I'm gonna be able to do it when this motherfucker's in the studio typing into a computer getting their lyrics?
Yeah, I had somebody ask me on like screenwriting. They're like, are you using chat GPT now? Screenwriting. I was like, God, no. Like, it's hard enough as it is. Like, why would you even want to put yourself through the process of doing something like that? Then you just be like, hey, pump out some just generic dialogue.
People lazy, man. You know what I'm saying? We in a lazy day and age, man. Art is dying. You know what I'm saying? When you gotta ask the computer and shit to write your lyrics, shit is whack.
At the moment, the battle lines are being very clearly drawn between those who are infusing AI into the music industry and the other side who are violently opposed. But the interesting thing is that while the opponents of it are very vocal, many of those who are using these programs behind the scenes will stay silent until such times where they're forcibly outed. This brings us back to the situation that someone like Phoenix is in, where he's at the forefront of a new wave, but it's not one that he's proud to claim. And that, in a nutshell, should tell you everything you need to know about how these artists using AI really feel. Even though they know it's wrong to deceive their listeners like that, the lure of the bag is simple.
Because it's not like auto-tune. Because when them young niggas was really using auto-tune, they didn't give a fuck. They literally said, bro, I don't give a fuck. This is what we doing. Y'all didn't like it, y'all don't like it, y'all don't have to.
Far greater. What remains to be seen is how badly it affects their earning potential in the future, and if the risk is worth the reward. But right now, it's not exactly looking like being exposed does wonders to your career or reputation, particularly as Phoenix has literally just canceled 5 tour dates in the days after the expose. Because if there's one thing rap fans hate, it's a liar.
Billionaires realistic.
Hey, man. Shout out to Lou Aista. I know that's a Matty Balls right there, but that ain't nothing to be concerned about. Shout out to Lou Aista. Another great one. The kid is dope. He be putting out some great videos, so make sure y'all go tap in with him. But yeah, I'm saying AI is taking over the game. I had another video I did where I messed it up. But it was an AI based video. It was a dope video. And I might just redo it, honestly. But you know how I be feeling about redoing shit I already watched. I feel like that ain't a real reaction. See, look, I won't even react to something that I watched once because I just feel like that's not a reaction video. And I'm not here to fake it. I'm here to just do my thing. So the fact niggas doing that with music, that's crazy to me. That's crazy.